os pido perdón. Pido perdón. Soy únicamente un padre que defiende a sus hijos. Ha hecho comentarios sexualizantes de mi hijo de 3 meses.
A comedian got rushed during his set, punched in the face multiple times after making jokes about the attacker. Now, I know what you guys are saying, how ridiculous of this guy to go up and attack the comedian. However, the comedian was making jokes, sexual jokes, about his 3-year-old son. If you F around, you will find out.
Los comentarios pedófilos que ha hecho de mi hijo, Dime ahora los comentarios de mi hijo, Ahora, ¿qué decías que iba a comer un negro? Mi hijo que iba a comer pollas, Con 3 meses, Basura. ¿Ahora qué? Dímelo a la cara. Aquí ahora, Dímelo ahora. Perdonad, Lo siento, os pido perdón. Os pido perdón. Soy únicamente un padre que defiende a sus hijos. Ha hecho comentarios sexualizantes de mi hijo de 3 meses. Eso tiene sus consecuencias. No, ahora vas y me denuncias. Ya está. Es que mira, es que te callo.
We're going to go over the comments here, but this guy got exactly what was coming to him and what he deserved. This image right here is perfection. This is what happens when an internet gangster, an internet troll, someone who always says, oh, it's just for the jokes, dude. When you meet up in real life with someone who's not about the bullshit. You play with a man's son, you get every consequence thrown at you. That is an absolute nasty cower in the corner, but completely deserving. Now, this situation took place in Madrid, Spain. The father here, his name is Alberto, posted this photo of himself as well as his son up on Twitter. But this photo was met with this response from the troller. No one will be able to prevent the possibility that he's gay, and that when he grows up, he gorges himself on BBC. They sparred back and forth on Twitter, but the father made it a vow that he was going to make this man publicly apologize. Apparently, this guy is some type of LGBTQ supporter. I guess that's the only way that you would be able or feel comfortable to say something like this. And this is part of the issue with that entire movement. It's like, do what you want to do as an adult. I don't care. You're an adult. You can do whatever that you want. But if you bring that shit towards children, that's when I have a problem with it. And to utilize that as like a comedic insult or troll towards the father, you absolutely had consequences coming to you. So watching stills like this is just, it's a thing of beauty. It's a thing of poetry. You effed around and you found out.
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
But again, let me be clear. I do not promote violence on this platform, but I understand these consequences. The father could have done him a lot more dirty, but just chose to slap him up a bit, embarrass him publicly. And after the incident, what was the response from the woke comedian? After what happened, what was intended as a joke was ultimately an unfortunate comment and not appropriate on my part. My apologies to the people who feel affected. So this was posted back in June, and up until this point, Jamie has not filed any charges on the father, and at this point have reconciled online. The father follows up, I support the freedom of expression in the same way I support the right to respond. I wish you no harm, and I hope this helps others understand that children are sacred. W's down into the chat for Alberto. But let this serve as a lesson of consequences, because just as the comedian suffered consequences and Alberto came out on top, Alberto could have suffered consequences as well if that comedian decided to press charges. And a vindictive person who was publicly embarrassed like the comedian would stop at nothing to remove that father from the child, utilizing the police. So while the story has a happy ending, I shouldn't publicly promote what he did. Here goes some of the comments that I screenshotted. Trisha writes, the internet has made some people comfortable saying whatever they want with no repercussions. I don't condone violence, but this guy had it coming. The comment was disgusting and vile. London follows up, I would have done the same thing. Kids are off limits. Stu Met says when your keyboard actions result in real world consequences. Good for the dad, horrible joke and so disgusting. Guy needed to be smacked. Jeff writes, it cracks me up how bold these people are online. The comedian was scared to death to see that guy, as per him cowering in that corner. What a vile thing to post about someone's baby child. I can't think of any context whatsoever where that kind of thing is appropriate as a joke in any way. I agree with this. It's disturbing and grotesque. And finally, Meg writes, could have been dealt with without the violence. The joke wasn't funny and never should have been said. In my opinion, Dad should get the assault charge. He could wear it as a badge of honor if he'd like. No matter what side of the political aisle that you stand on, I don't care if you're woke, LGBTQ, conservative, I don't give a shit. It is never right to attack a father's child and not expect any type of repercussions whatsoever. And in fact, I think a lot of the issues within society today is those that seek to hide behind the zeros and the ones of their computer screens and are unwilling to back up the things that they say when pressed in real life. Society today needs to be reminded, never get too comfortable with being rude and disrespectful. Treat others how you want to be treated, because your words or your actions will always have consequences, and everything must be strategically calculated, because if not, this guy in the corner might end up being you. But shout out to him for continuing not to be a frail baby bitch and call the cops on this guy. Take your L, apologize, and never do it again.
Oh, that's hard. How you came for Valentine's?
Something like, yeah.
What's your name?
Scotty.
Abby.
Y'all from here?
Sorry, is that a photo? These young brothers of today are just so goddamn lost. It is so sad. It's so sick. This is so ridiculous. Look, like, wait a minute, she looks familiar. I think this is an IG model. I've seen this IG model, hundreds of thousands of followers, and has got popular because of her hip to ass ratio. Every other photo, she's advertising for all of these dudes. So this dude must think that he has a trophy, even though she shares her body to the world. That must be why he's doing this, but let's proceed.
Oh, that's hard. How you came for Valentine's?
Something like, yeah.
What's your name?
Oh my God, it's on the front and the back.
Abby.
From here?
I'm from here.
I'm from Atlanta.
So you flew out too?
Something like that.
So listen, how long y'all been together?
Like 3.5 months.
Trust each other?
Oh no, we're not doing no.
No, I'm asking if y'all trust each
Yes,
other.
we trust each other.
When y'all having problems,
And you put in a picture of her on your goddamn shirt 3.5 months. I don't care if it was 3.5 millennia. Putting a damn and she's caked out on the shirt. Nasty work. Where is your father, young man? Where's an uncle in your life? What grown man in your life would... Look at Candace looking at you crazy. What grown man in their life would sanction this shit? Of course they're gonna want to sanction this. Not only is she making money off of her genetic capabilities, but you're paying for her shit, like flying her out. Then while you are hanging out, she's continuing to advertise to the men to the left and the right of you. Absolutely nasty work. You gotta grab a young man up by the collar. Come here, come here. Stop being a bitch. She's taking advantage of you, my son. She will not respect you. It's too far gone for this guy. He's gone too simpy and put her too much on a pedestal. There is no coming back for this. This is a short amount of time in this relationship. I hope he knows that.
who you talk to?
My best friend and my sister.
Okay, and when you having problems, who you talk to? When you having problems with your girl?
Probably myself.
What's your name again?
Scotty.
If you was to call her and be like, guess who took me out for Valentine's? She say Scotty.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure, 100%.
For sure. Yeah, you want me to do it?
Wouldn't be no other guy
No,
you
there
could say.
wouldn't even be a question. Nia, guess who took me out for Valentine's Day? Guess who I'm with? I don't know. Okay, I think.
Ah! What? Wait, I'm sorry.
New York right now. Who am I with?
You gotta do all that. Whoa!
Oh.
I ain't gonna lie, that was shaky. You had to say New York. Hang on.
Oh my God. Somebody send this young man my number. Get him in the MT Army. Because he seemed like he's a nice young man. He's just confused. He's just lost. He know not what of he do. Damn it, man. She got to you. The serpent woman got to you quick. And she's got you confused. She's beating your masculinity down into complete and utter submission. And she's dating other guys. And the best friend corroborated the situation. But you over here walking around with a picture of her on the front and the back of you while she's caked out. Scotty! No! Absolutely nasty work! Scotty is learning a very valuable lesson, and I want all the men up here to learn this lesson on the back of Scotty. If you treat them like a star, they will treat you like a fan. First off, you shouldn't be taking these chicks with these crazy wild Instagram accounts. That chick wakes up in the morning and just gets dicks, eggplants just shoved in her face in picture form, smacking her all up in the face, and she makes money from it. Leave these chicks to the streets from where they came. That's first off. Scotty more than likely came from a good family, and he's a young man wanting a good woman. These are the type of young brothers that will get married early. They fall deep in love, and then they get turned into a complete underdog and a savage after they realize the nature of modern women today. Stay within your purpose, young king, and if you don't have a purpose, find a purpose. I'd be a lot more happy to see if you had something that had to do with your purpose as a representative on your shirt, not your girl. Your girl is not your end all, and it damn sure will not be your be all. And in fact, behavior like this makes them resent you because it's not masculine behavior. You are the leader. I don't care how insignificant that you may feel or how valuable that you may feel on her Instagram account, on her likes, and all these dudes that are putting heart eyes and emojis down into her comment section. You need to represent yourself as the leader. This is not leader behavior, and the results within this video demonstrate that. Godspeed to this young man, for I wish you nothing but the best.
If I wanted to take you on a first date, would Pizza Hut be okay?
It depends.
What would it depend on?
How much I liked you. It would depend.
So for the guys who you like the least amount, where would you want them to take you?
Like a 5-star steakhouse.
And the guys you like the most, where would you go with them?
I would probably expect less, just because I like them.
But why make the man that you like the least amount invest more up front than the guys who you're more attracted to?
Because he's got to work for it. Since I like him the least amount, he's got to work for it. At least I'm giving him a chance.
You're the prize in a relationship.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Why wouldn't we be?
But the more attractive guy, he's a prize to you.
Not really. They're never a prize. No. I believe the woman's always a prize. Man should work for a woman.
And what should a woman do for a man?
Oh, that's a good... That's a good question. Care and love. Yes. Like, offer support and love.
Have you dated Korean guys?
Yes and no. I didn't date them. I did have one-night stands with them.
How was the experience?
It fell short.
What do you mean it was short? Like physically or time-wise?
Everything.
Why? What happened?
Well, that's a question I should ask you. You're a Korean guy. What happened? Because the Japanese don't have that problem that much. They don't.
Wait, but what was the sample size for Korean people?
Okay, the data pool actually that I collected for Korean guys is less than the ones from Japanese guys. Well, I cannot say the complete conclusion yet, but from what I have gathered for now, the Japanese are actually also in length and in length of time, endurance and stamina, and actually also creativity, to be honest.
Creativity?
They're the best. Oh yeah, they're creative. Like you guys have missionary, they have everything else from the Catholic Church till Buddhism.
Can you share the number of guys? Like, yeah.
In 1 year, I about 40 Japanese guys. I about 10 Korean guys.
So there's quite many. And they're all short?
So are you in a relationship?
No.
When the last time you were in a relationship?
Actually, I am in a relationship.
So you're lying?
Nah, I just had to think about it.
So you are in a relationship. How long you been together?
It's complicated. We've been on and off for like 10, 15 years maybe, but got really serious the past few months.
So is this a woman that you think that...
It's not a woman.
It's not a woman?
Nah.
It's a man?
Yeah.
So you're gay?
No.
So you're in a relationship with a man, but you're not gay?
Yeah, this man isn't on earth right now, though.
Oh, with God?
It's our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, brother.
Okay. Woo! Okay. Trolled me.
Okay.
Yeah, boy. Are you ladies single?
No, we're bad bitches. I'm married, but we're open.
How'd you get your husband to agree to that?
It was his idea.
Open on both your sides or just his?
Yeah, it was open on both of our sides. We came together and talked and agreed that we both can't give each other the full experience of what we'd like. So we're both dating around and we're having it's very healthy and very good.
What boundaries do you have if you're comfortably sleeping with other people on both sides?
The only boundary that we have is pretty much just wear a condom all the time and make sure you come home at the end of the night. Other than that, we like to meet each other's partners just to make sure that everything's like, they're treating them right, everything's cool, but that's it. We've been together for 5 years.
So let's say I wanted to experience this with you. What would the process look like?
We have to be talking for a month before we sleep together. You have to meet my husband. They have to kind of approve, and that's it.
Does he watch during the act, or?
No.
But he can.
He can if he wants to, but he usually doesn't want to.
I accidentally drove to a Chinese restaurant instead of my gym. I realized my mistake after I ordered, so I couldn't leave. I only wanted a bite. But the food was so good I ate it all. I can't wait to go back to my gym.
What is happening?
Are you single?
Yes.
Why haven't you committed to a guy yet?
Because he jumped on my windshield when I was driving away and broke my fucking windshield. I sent him to jail, air tag, like, all this shit.
Is this your ex or what?
Yeah.
How long were you together?
8 months.
What led up to that happening?
He got jealous because, like, I can do kind of, like, whatever I want, and I kind of have the mentality of, like, I'm my own person, like, I can do it, I have my own life and shit, you know? And so, like, we got mad at that, basically.
So, what does he get in return for doing?
Is that him?
I'm a barber though. Yo, wait, can we both get in this hole?
You just ruined the whole thing.
Bro, my bad, bro. Hey.
That's the motherfucker that got me.
Yo, this is absolutely nasty work. Hold on, let's watch this part real quick. Look at her body language. She doesn't want to hug you, my G. Why do you not see them signs? She turns away and like she's getting ready to run away. If you are not autistic and you cannot recognize these cues, I mean, she's not even hugging you back, my G. She's trying to walk around you. Her feet are away from you. She is not enjoying this interaction whatsoever. And then he comes back. He walks back in it as she's trying to laugh it off and trying to insert himself within the conversation that he just messed up. This is absolutely nasty work. And this is also a case for stopping drinking whatsoever, because drinking, for some people, reduces your ability to interpret social cues. And it's clear here that he interpreted none of the social cues. But dudes like this give dudes everywhere a bad name. Jumping on a woman's car that is breaking up with you, if she's telling the truth, should not be anything that a masculine man undertakes in his repertoire of masculinity. That is some weak, simp, feminine ass shit. You kick and scream and cry like a baby when you're unable to get your way. Pathetic. Guys, write me some comments down below. What do you guys think about this particular situation? Of course, the father's right, but how would you have handled it if you were the father? Would you have gone into a public place and slapped him? Would you have tried to handle it privately? Would you have went to the authorities? Let me know. Leave your comments down below. Drop me a line and let's discuss it. Guys, last but not least, join my male self-development community. Link to it down in the description box down below. We're talking about a range of topics up there. If you're interested on improving yourself, click in, beam up, and I will see you soon. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.
You don't wanna see me get vexed. Bars on your phone, tell a man you can't jet. The big girl, the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. You don't wanna see me get vexed. Bars on your phone, tell a man you can't jet. The big girl, the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. Dead bars, need a fibrillation ASAP. Get boxed with a straight gap. I'm reminded of mind state they lack. Every time that they incline, we go way back. All they wanna be is just